Good evening. I'm Robbie Strawn, and I'm currently a sophomore at Auburn University, as well as part of the Auburn Housing and Residential Life. This evening, I'm here to share with you my past story and my experience of living on campus. Now, while there are many pros and cons to living on campus, I was faced with more of a challenging semester. Now, while living on campus, it is clearly evident that studying is a priority, and they make sure that it is very easy and accessible to find a quiet place to study. You can study in your dorm room, you can study in the community area within the hill, and you can also walk about 5 minutes away to the library or Terrell. So, now while first semester my grades definitely were up and higher, and however, I was unable to meet my social expectations. Coming into college, I was expecting a social branching out and meeting a bunch of new people, being able to go into the dorms and walk room to room and meet a whole bunch of new friends that would last my whole lifetime. However, this was the complete opposite. I actually found out that most of the time the kids would be studying, and if they weren't studying, they'd rather be playing their video games and not really communicate at all or socialize. So, if you're looking for a social experience like I was, take my advice and do not go and live at the Hill or on campus. Second, if you're living at your own place off campus, you will have your own room, you'll have space to invite your friends over, and you'll be able to go to the bathroom in your own bathroom and think for yourself rather than living in a small cubicle. Living in the small cubicle led to sanitation and the standard of living issues that I was speaking of. First of all is the fact that the cooling system, the air conditioning units, were outdated and used an old method which brought in way too much humidity. This led to me and my friend, my roommate, waking up in the middle of the night in a puddle of our own sweat, freezing, and forcing ourselves somehow to go back to sleep. Now, other than the sleeping issues and the humidity, we eventually were able to find a small solution to that issue, and Auburn accommodated us with a dehumidifier, which still bothers me because this was a normal, casual thing for them. Along with this awful mold was the fact that I found it one day underneath my mattress sheets when I decided to change my mattress sheets. This was absolutely disgusting and a horrendous view to see, and find out that, the reason I was sick was because of the mold growing underneath me. So, now while Auburn helped me out and brought me a new mattress, this ultimately deterred me from living on campus second semester, and I actually lived off campus. Take my recommendation and live off campus.
Dude, that was 3 minutes flat.